Welcome to the DIY Honda Garage channel. The Diagnostic Trouble Code, DTC P0966, signifies an issue with the AT clutch pressure control solenoid valve B within the Honda CRV models from 2011 to 2016. This solenoid plays a critical role in regulating the clutch pressure in the automatic transmission, which is essential for smooth gear shifts. If it fails, it can lead to issues such as delayed or harsh shifting, affecting overall vehicle performance. Mechanically, this code cannot be attributed to any mechanical failure within the transmission system itself. Instead, it stems from an electrical circuit problem, emphasizing the importance of electrical connections and components involved in the solenoid's operation. This DTC will be indicated in the vehicle's onboard diagnostic system and can be assessed using the Honda Diagnostic System, HDS. Accurate diagnosis and troubleshooting are essential before attempting any repairs or replacements. The AT clutch pressure control solenoid valve B is a key component in managing the hydraulic pressure applied to the transmission's clutches. Its primary function is to ensure the correct amount of pressure is applied, facilitating smooth transitions during gear changes. Located within the transmission assembly, this solenoid is crucial for optimizing the performance and reliability of the automatic transmission. When diagnosed with DTC P0966, it indicates that there is either an open circuit or a short circuit affecting the solenoid's function. Thus, this failure can directly impact the transmission, leading to harsh or erratic shifting characteristics. Proper location and understanding of this component are vital for effective troubleshooting and remediation. There are several potential causes for the DTC P0966. The most common is an open circuit, which suggests a break in the electrical path related to the AT clutch pressure control solenoid valve B. This can often arise from frayed wires or poor connections. A short circuit is another possibility, indicating an unintended connection that can lead to excess current flow. Additionally, faulty or loose connections at either the solenoid or the powertrain control module, PCM, can result in irregular performance status. Identifying and rectifying these issues is crucial to restoring optimal function to the AT clutch pressure control system, and meticulous attention to the wiring diagrams will aid in this troubleshooting process. Symptoms associated with the DTC P0966 manifest primarily in the vehicle's transmission performance. Drivers may experience harsh shifting, where transitions between gears become abrupt and uncomfortable. Additionally, there may be delayed engagement, where the transmission hesitates before it engages into gear, causing potential safety and drivability concerns. The overall feeling of the car's responsiveness can diminish, significantly impacting driving experience and efficiency. Recognizing these symptoms early on can prevent more serious issues and allows for timely intervention before mechanical problems worsen. It is vital to address these symptoms head-on, ideally through diagnostic assessment using the Honda Diagnostic System, HDS. The first step in troubleshooting DTC P0966 involves confirming the presence of this specific trouble code using the Honda Diagnostic System, HDS. Begin by turning the ignition switch to the on position while ensuring all indicators are operating normally. After activating the HDS, clear any existing DTCs. It is crucial to start the engine and monitor for at least 1 second, as this allows the system to recheck for any pending or confirmed DTCs. If DTC P0966 is indicated, the failure has indeed been duplicated, prompting the mechanic to proceed to the next step. If not, you should revisit initial diagnostics to confirm the issue has not been resolved and continue the troubleshooting process accordingly. In Step 2 of troubleshooting the DTC P0966, The AT clutch pressure control solenoid valve B needs to be tested directly using the HDS. Access the miscellaneous test menu within the HDS. Select Clutch Pressure Control Linear Solenoid Valve B and execute the operation check. The system should reveal whether the solenoid is functioning normally. If the HDS indicates a normal operation status, proceed to the next step for further verification. However, if it shows an abnormal readout, further investigation into the solenoid's connections and integrity is necessary. This verification step is crucial, as it establishes whether or not the solenoid itself is the root cause of the issue. The third troubleshooting step for the DTC P0966 requires the technician to set the AT clutch pressure control solenoid valve B to 1.0A using the HDS. This controlled environment reveals the OBD status by observing the performance of the valve under specific parameters. Monitoring the OBD status can yield critical information regarding whether the DTC P0966 is classified as passed, failed, or possibly indicative of an intermittent failure. If the status returns as passed, it signifies that the solenoid is functioning correctly at that moment. However, if it indicates failure, it confirms that the malfunction is indeed present. Should the reading be not completed, it is essential to repeat the function test until all conditions are met to fully ascertain the solenoid's integrity. During step 4 of the troubleshooting process, an internal resistance check of the AT clutch pressure control solenoid valve B is performed. Begin by ensuring that the ignition switch is turned to the lock position before disconnecting the solenoid's 2P connector. Subsequently, use a digital multimeter to measure the resistance between the specified test points. The acceptable resistance range for a functioning solenoid is between 4.9 and 6.4 ohms. If the measured resistance falls within this range, the solenoid can be deemed operational. Conversely, any resistance outside this range indicates a faulty solenoid and necessitates its replacement to resolve the DTC P0966 and restore proper functionality. And for step 5, ensure the test for continuity in the PG2 line is conducted after confirming the ignition is in the lock position and the solenoid's 2P connector is detached. Continuity must be checked between the test points specified in the troubleshooting guide, focusing on ensuring a complete circuit without breaks or interferences. If continuity is established, the PG2 wire is functioning as it should. If there is no continuity, this points to an open wire that must be located and repaired, particularly between the solenoid and the ground. Correcting issues in the PG2 line is essential for proper function, as these wires play a critical role in communicating electrical signals needed for the solenoid's operation. In step 6, the circuit integrity of the linear B+ line is evaluated by first jumping the SCS line with the HDS and then disconnecting the PCM connector. The multimeter will be used to check continuity between the specified test points, ensuring the linear B+ wire is not shorted to ground. If continuity is detected, it confirms a short circuit within this wire, necessitating immediate repair to ensure proper voltage delivery to the solenoid. Conversely, not finding continuity suggests that the linear B+ wire is intact, allowing for the following steps in the troubleshooting process to proceed. Each output from this step is critical for drawing connections regarding overall electrical integrity in the system, which is essential for seamless solenoid operation. The final troubleshooting step focuses on performing an open wire check on the linear B+ line. After confirming the ignition is in the lock position and the connectors are appropriately disconnected, continuity must be measured between the test points specified in the guide. Finding continuity at this stage confirms that the linear B+ wire is operational. If failure is noted, it highlights an open wire problem requiring immediate repair between the solenoid and the PCM. Moreover, if past software updates are recommended for the PCM, ensure these are applied prior to concluding the troubleshooting process to enhance overall performance and system reliability. After completing all necessary repairs, the final verification step requires thorough attention to detail. Begin by reconnecting all previously disconnected connectors that relate to the AT clutch pressure control solenoid valve B and PCM. Upon re-establishing all connections, turn the ignition switch to the on position again and utilize the HDS to clear any records of DTCs from the memory. Then, start the engine and allow it to run for a minimum of 1 second. Monitoring the OBD status for DTC P0966 at this point is crucial. A past status confirms that all issues have been rectified, while a failed status indicates ongoing problems that must be re-examined. Ensuring this process is followed helps validate the effectiveness of repairs made and maintains the vehicle's operational integrity. In terms of preventive maintenance related to DTC P0966, regular diagnostics of the automatic transmission system is advisable. This includes routine checks for any diagnostic trouble codes to catch emerging issues before they escalate into complex failures. Additionally, monitoring the performance of the clutch system can help in identifying any irregularities early. Periodic inspections of wiring connections related to the AT clutch pressure control solenoid valve B are equally essential, as wear and tear can lead to electrical failures over time. By prioritizing preventive actions, vehicle owners can enhance longevity and reliability, minimizing unexpected breakdowns. In conclusion, addressing DTC P0966 effectively requires accurate diagnostics to determine not only the nature of the issue, but also the essential functioning of the relevant components. The AT clutch pressure control solenoid valve B is integral to the smooth operation of the vehicle's transmission, making its proper functionality imperative. Implementing regular maintenance checks and fostering a proactive approach toward diagnostics will enhance overall vehicle reliability and performance. Problems should always be dealt with promptly, as early intervention can prevent more significant complications down the line. Understanding the intricacies involved with DTC P0966 equips technicians and vehicle owners alike with the knowledge needed to uphold their Honda CRV's full potential. Please like and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.